Man United 2, PAOK nil. And this was the first game all season that at no point did I feel we were going to lose. At no point. There was no threat from PAOK at all. And I'm glad, to be honest. And the thing is that this performance wasn't good. And this is exactly why I was thinking, even from the last game against Chelsea, that Ruud van Nistelrooy, that Rene Hack, that Dan Fletcher, all these three people, remnants of the past, should leave. We keep them on. You know what the problem is? The same culture is going to infest itself in the club. So whether we believe some people are good or some people are not, we need a total reset. This means everybody needs to leave. Any member of staff that has been here from any of the past managers has to leave. Any players who've crossed more than two managers also have to leave, in my opinion. Why? Because the culture is the same. We've seen that the players have a common theme. And what is this common theme? That they choke when it comes to pressure, and also that they throw managers under the bus. This means most of the players, most of the staff will have to leave. However, having said that, we did get 2 goals. And who scored those 2 goals? The same winger that Ten Hag didn't think was good enough for the club. That he kept dropping even after masterclass performance after masterclass performance. And for some reason, it was not just him. Ole did the same thing. Ragnick didn't start him. I never understood this. I've been saying this since 2020. Why the hell doesn't AMAD Diallo get a chance? When clearly, I remember watching him in a game late in the season at home to Leicester. We lost that one 2-1. But I remember how good he was. And he was just 18 or 19, I think, where he got an assist for Greenwood. That game onwards, I just remember seeing Ahmad and thinking, why isn't he starting? He's clearly our best winger. That was back in 2021. It took till 2024, but finally, he's getting exactly what he deserves. He's getting the goals. Now, I know this was not Ahmad's best performance. In fact, he was very poor after the 30th minute, apart from the 2 goals. Now, whether it's his dribbling, whether it's his crossing, you see Ahmad having a proper influence on the game. And guess what? He wants to get on the ball and he doesn't just want to turn around and pass back to the right back. The thing is, he takes the ball and then he takes initiative into the box, driving into the box. That is what I like about Ahmad. Because you think about the penalty that we should have been given. Yes, that was a penalty in my opinion in the first half. Ahmad clean dribble through the defense, passed the right back, passed the centre back, and the centre back fouled him, but we weren't given a penalty. Now, Ahmad got exactly what he's been deserving for all this time. People are talking about no GA, no influence on the game, even though I don't know what game they've been watching if they say they have no influence on the game. But people have been criticizing Ahmad. But some fans I've seen to defend people like Garnacho, to defend people like Højlund. They deflect Ahmad's influence on the game by saying he has no goals and assists. Now that he's got 2 goals today, would you agree that he needs to start against Leicester? But you guys comment it down below. I'm pretty sure you all know as well, Ahmad's not starting against Leicester. Whether it's an excuse of injury now because he's been taken off, or no, Garnacho needs to start because Garnacho's a star boy. He's not going to get a chance against Leicester. He scored 2 goals. He's not getting a chance. Now, the fact that I know this, doesn't that prove that a big change is needed? Now, of course, we're getting Amorim. I know that he's probably an Amorim player as well. He could slot into that inside forward role perfectly. You could just say it's been that the club has hurt me too much that I know that players like this are not going to get the chance that they deserve. In fact, even Zirkzee, people have been slating Zirkzee way too much, if you ask me. Because the thing is, he is low on confidence, which is why he's playing the way he is right now. But generally, otherwise, his passing is always on point. Even his hold-up play, you compare it to Rasmus Højlund, it is levels above Rasmus Højlund. But still, people think that Rasmus Højlund is better than Zirkzee, that he's a better suit to the system than Zirkzee. You tell me, apart from just finishing, what does Rasmus Højlund offer? Højlund is not good at hold-up. He's not good at linking play. He's not good at positioning either. In fact, I would say positioning is one of his worst attributes. But Zirkzee, on the other hand, has link-up. He has passing. Even his dribbling is not too bad. However, one thing I would criticize Zirkzee for is that he plays too slow. Now, this is something that can change because the thing is, to get used to the league is something, and I think Zirkzee will take some time, especially coming from the Serie A. He will take some time, but Zirkzee is definitely leagues above Hoyland. He's leagues above most of our players, in fact. But you give him enough time, you're going to see Zirkzee is going to perform exactly like the others. The only thing is that he's missing confidence. Players who need to link with each other need other players around him as well. And the fact that our team prioritizes players like Garnacho, Rashford, Bruno, runners essentially, is counterintuitive to what these players need. Because players like Zirkzee, players like AMAD, even when we had Jadon Sancho, these guys need players to link with. And the problem in our team is that we don't have enough players to link with, not enough technical players. That's why you see even Casemiro struggling sometimes. The only player, and I have to mention him now, this player we got, Mazraoui, is special, you know. The fact that he's been performing so consistently, despite the fact that we're struggling, that is something to really commend. Like, when is the last time we've had a fullback who performs to this level? Consistently. How often does Mazraoui lose the ball? Very rarely. How often does he mess up a pass? Very rarely. How often does he link play? Very often. And I would say he's up there with one of the best Premier League right backs at this moment in time. And we got him for 12 million. And even the fact that he's not as injury prone as I would have thought initially, it tells you that is good on Ineos. Recruitment like that is good on Ineos. And Mazraoui needs to be praised. I know everybody does acknowledge him, and fair enough, because he deserves it. If anybody else deserves it, he does. Because he's arguably been, under Ten Hag, our best signing. Because I don't think anybody else has been more effective than Mazraoui so far. And yeah, I would say overall performance was pretty disappointing. In fact, in the first half, we were passing amongst our defenders way too much, trying to bait out a press from the offensive players of PAOK, which never came. And that is why we were passing amongst the defenders and the goalkeeper way too much. We were waiting for them to press, but then that press never came. And because the press never came, we could never launch a long ball onto Garnacho or onto AMAD. And because of that, we were struggling throughout the game. It was a very boring game, honestly. But at the end of the day, AMAD got 2 goals. And AMAD is somebody who really, really, really deserves it. And has been deserving it for years, but then he never got the chance, never got the opportunity. He got the chance, got the opportunity, and now he's showing you who he is. Well, that was the game. Man United 2, PAOK 0. On to Leicester the weekend. Honestly, not looking forward to it if we're going to play football like this. But once that is done, Amorim is going to take charge, and that is when we start. So, on to Leicester at the weekend, and see you all in the next one.